Today's video we're gonna talk about something that is irrelevant with the coronavirus since is already outbreak for a very long time, but currently we heard very few new information about the virus in China. Maybe it's because of the Chinese government, they block all of the information since they already realized that some of the information, some of the things already can be exposed by some of the people who are living in out of China. So today we're going to get a break and we talk about what kind of a country that the Chinese people need indeed. Is if let me recall that all of the pain, all of the tough time, not even my generation, my father's and my grandpa's generation, for all of our people, we have been through a very tough history in past 70 years. The whole country, China, the country has been dominated by the Communist Party. But the Communist Party not only one party, one government who dominated people by dictatorship, but if we recall, there are many dynasties in Chinese history that could be thousands of years. Literally, I'm not really sure it's 4,000, 5,000 years. Still, some historical experts got debate about these, but it doesn't matter. Just thousands of the dictatorship in China. Some of the things we're gonna say is like a mental invasion. It's already building the people's mind, people's soul. It's making people got really no difference. Even say me and the people who live in hundreds of years ago, we gonna know big difference. We just we are knuckling under the power. We are knuckling under the dictatorship, and because we have been threatened by those power, we have been scared by those powers. So we, if let me say honestly, we have no enough brave to break the chain. This is really hard. Um, but still, every Chinese, I think, no matter the Chinese live in the China or living out of China, we still got a dream. The dream is about to rebuild China. To rebuild China, we can't say we can build an utopia. That is unrealistic. But we're gonna build a new China with democracy, with freedom, and the government should never be the government like today, but the government could use all of the resources to protect their people. It's a, if let me say, the people who live in China and nowadays, the people devote all of their lives to the country, to the society, but they get nothing. They get no payback when they get old, when they feel they are useless. They're useless for the society, but no one will gonna to protect them. The current government, they never put all of their expenditure on education or medical support or social welfare, or some, to find a way to solve the aging problem. They just put most of the cost on the military, on the police force to maintain their domination, to maintain their dictatorship. As far as I know, that the cost, the expenditure they put on education should be 13.8 billion Chinese yuan, not dollars, but Chinese yuan per year. On the other hand, they really put trillions of the Chinese yuan on the military cost, on the police force. That's incredible. You can't imagine that which kind of government will do that. But the government, the Chinese people really need, they should cut off the most of the cost about the military cost. That is meaningless. If the country no talent, if the country cannot make their people feel safety, feel freedom, and the people get to very few chance to change their lives by education, then that means no matter how strong you looks like, how much money you put on military, that's just like you are you are building a temple, but the materials is sand. The temple looks incredible, but the temple could collapse just in minutes. The reason make the temple collapse could be like today's crisis, like the some disease can make you collapse. The trust crisis can make you collapse. Many of the reason can make the government, the country collapse. But what if you really put most of your expenditure on education, on medical support, on the the field you should put it too, but that can make your country strong from inside, not what it looks like. For my generation, my feeling is I got worthless education from my primary school to the time I've spent in university. And some of the subjects for all of the people, for me, for all my generations, is really useless. Like the politics, where we're going to learn the great one, the great people's theory. Do you think that's really great? The German mouse theory, just the many people from the Communist Party were stand for communism. They're just shit. Why don't we to let the children like they used to choose what they like? I got no chance to choose what I like. I just feel, uh, I just feel I'm living in an illusion. I just feel I can't figure out what I really like. On the one hand, I got to consider what kind of the field can make money and looks decent. On the other hand, I I was struggling in I that can make money, but still that is not 100% I love. But the 100% I prefer. I mean, the subject in university cannot make money, or it got a big risk if I choose in China. So this is unlike the people who live in the overseas countries in the West. They can choose what they like and they can devote all their passion in the subject they choose, and they get successful. So there's a difference. Then what you're saying, the people in the West and the people and the Chinese people, I really hope that not only the people in the West, but some of the Chinese people can watch this video. You just think about it. I know all of the Chinese like me. We all looked for looked forward for the country like what I described. So we're going to wake up. We're going to wake up not only ourselves, but to wake up all of the people we know. I think at the moment the coronavirus give all of the Chinese a chance to change our destination. Our destination should never be a dead end. We can choose our lives. We can choose to protest like the what Hong Kong's people did in past half years. And I really think that it's a time. It's a time we should to be brave, to be a little bit brave than before. And we should consider about our next generations. If this time we missed this chance we missed, I don't want us to feel regretted like the people who already feel regretted. I mean, the people are the Hong Kong's people who are 40 or 50 years at the moment. They already feel regretted why they make no voice in 1997. And I don't really want we feel regretted in maybe 2040, 2050 when we, you know, just look back to what we have been through at the moment. We missed the chance. So wake up, all of the people.